What's up, Tech King? Stefan here from TechRight. Today we're going to be doing the unboxing and first impressions of the new Samsung Galaxy A52 5G. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hope everyone is safe out there. We got the Galaxy A52 5G in the house right here. I paid a little bit over $500 for this device, and this is going to be the international version, so different cellular connectivities on this version of this device. But if you guys do want to pick this up, I'll leave a link in the description down below. Now we're going to start off with a few of the specifications. This device that I got is going to be the 8GB of RAM variant, and that's going to come with 256GB of internal storage as well. They have three different variants. I have the top one right here. The first variant's 128GB of storage, 6GB of RAM. The second's going to be 128GB of storage and 8GB of RAM. And the last one is the top one I have with 256. The other thing about this device that's different from the A72 and the ordinary A52 is that this actually has a higher refresh rate. So we're going to get 120 Hertz instead of 90, and I'm so excited to see this display. The other thing about this device is it has a different processor. It actually has a more powerful processor than the A72 and the A52, those being the 720G. And the Galaxy A52 actually has the Snapdragon 750G 5G chip inside of it. So we're going to have a more powerful chip, a higher refresh rate, and that's pretty much it. We're going to go over a few other specifications later on, but most of them are the same, but I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and unbox this. All right, guys, so we have our device right here. Make sure you cut away from you so you don't hurt yourself. As always, we are going to now be opening this up. I believe they're going to be releasing the US version of this phone very, very soon, probably this week or next week. And next week, Metro is going to be doing some stuff with these phones, so I'm excited to announce that. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside of this box right here. First and foremost, we have our SIM ejector tool, and inside of the box, we have our TPU case. So we got that protection straight out of the box for the A52, and we have our quick start guide right here, and we also have our warranty card. And as you guys see on the front, we have our hole punch cut out right here. We also have a 64 megapixel main shooter, and we have a IP67 water and dust resistance rating on this phone as well. So I got a different color. This is going to be the black color, so I'm super excited to check this out. But let's go ahead and put that to the side. Next thing we have inside of here is our adaptive fast charger. And last but not least, we have our USB Type-C data cable. All right, everyone, so let's go ahead and take this out of the package. Wow, this black looks insane. Super, super awesome back on this A52 5G. This black color with the frosted back looks insane. As you guys can see, we're not even leaving fingerprints on it as well, and that's kind of new for me with a black device. But really cool stuff right there. On the back of the device, obviously we have our camera setup. Our main shooter is going to be 64 megapixels. Secondary is going to be 12. Third is going to be 5 megapixels, and the fourth is going to be 5 as well. So we're going to have our wide, our ultra wide, our macro, and our depth camera right there. So great seeing that on here. Right side of the phone, we have this silver kind of finish, and it blends in very, very nicely with the black. Definitely liking the look of that. But we also have our power button. Just above that, we have our volume up and down rocker. Bottom of the phone, we have our speaker. We have our USB Type-C port. We have our noise canceling mic, and we have our headphone jack. Left side of the phone, we have nothing. Top of the phone, we have our noise canceling mic, and we have our SIM tray right there. But honestly, just love how minimal this looks. We don't have any writing on the bottom here, just Samsung logo, and that's pretty much it. So really liking the minimum feel of this device so far. And it does feel pretty much the same as the A52 as far as like holding this device and measuring the weight. I really feel like the A52, the A52 5G, and the A72 are absolutely way more premium than I thought they would feel. Now the weight of this device and the form factor feels very, very substantial, like I said, for the A52 and A72. Really nothing wrong with the design about this phone. Number one, it's very minimal. Number two, we have a nice camera block right here. Makes it look a little bit more premium, like the S20 FE or the S line. And honestly, I'm really liking the design on all of these devices. You guys already know that. But let's get inside of the phone and see how this looks. All right, guys, so first and foremost, obviously, right off the back, this has a very, very beautiful screen. We're going to go ahead and take off that little screen protector they put on here. Very satisfying to do that. But super bright screen. Screen gets insanely bright. This is going to be a Super AMOLED display. This is going to be 1080 by 2400. And again, that 120 hertz display is what we're seeing on this device. And so far, I'm just super surprised on how good this looks, especially for the price. Like, Samsung has definitely closed the gap with this type of phone. Like, they knew what they were doing, they knew what time we were in, and they knew why they did it. And I'm really liking everything they're doing, and I have no complaints at all. So obviously, we're gonna have the latest software on this device, Android 11.0. We're gonna have the latest UI on this device, Samsung One UI 3.1. So there's really nothing there to talk about. Really liking the look of this. The 120 hertz display just looks out of place on a mid-range phone, to be quite honest. But I am not complaining whatsoever. I love the look of this phone. I love the punchy colors on Samsung's devices, and I just love the way that it looks. But we're gonna go over a few things. Obviously, drop-down bar menu. This is what we're gonna have inside of here. We have all these things in here. Again, IP67 rating. We have Revo LTE right there, our 5G if we want to go ahead and turn that on. We need to put dark mode on. That is a must to have on. We also have music share, which is great to have. We have NFC on this device, always on display, quick share, focus mode, kids home, call and text on other devices, secure folder, scan QR code, and Dolby Atmos. So really liking this so far. I can't wait until the full review, and I can't wait to dig deeper into this phone. But we're going to be doing a gaming test on this phone, camera test, and all other different comparisons and stuff on this channel. So if you guys are not subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button, as well as hitting that notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I do drop a new video. But before I leave, I do want to test out a few things. We're going to be testing out the camera, the speakers, and see how good this display looks on YouTube. So we're going to go through a few of those things right now, and if there's anything else that I missed, I can make another video on it. Even if it is the smallest thing, I'll make a video on it for you guys. So go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section down below so I can go ahead and do something for you guys on that. But let's go ahead and check out YouTube and see how this looks. All right, guys, we are on YouTube, and I am super excited to see how this looks. Now, going into the quality, we can actually go up to 2160p at 60 frames per second at HDR. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. So let's go ahead and play this, see how this looks. Yeah, this display is insane. I think I'm gonna make this my daily driver, to be quite honest. Loud and clear speaker on this as well. We're gonna go ahead and test out the speaker in a second on NCS, but so far, this screen looks so beautiful with that 120 hertz display. Colors are nice and punchy, very vibrant. You guys are gonna love this phone. This phone is gonna sell so well. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, so we're testing out the speakers now. Again, stereo speaker, utilizing the headset and the bottom speaker. So let's go ahead and see how this sounds. Samsung, you guys are artists when it comes to cell phones. You know exactly what people want and what price range they want it at. This phone has very much surprised me. The speaker sounds clear, very, very loud. The screen looks beautiful. And the features on this phone so far, everything I see, it's like, why even buy a flagship phone for $1,000? Like, I don't even know. Some people are spending more than that. They're spending like $1,400 on a phone, which is crazy. Really liking the speakers, really liking the screen, as you guys can tell. I don't have any gripes about this phone yet, but you guys are going to see my full review on this device. You guys are going to see my full camera review and the comparisons between other devices in this price range. So I'm very, very surprised what this has offered so far, but we're just going to go through the camera, see if there's a few things that are different. I don't think there are. I think all these devices are pretty much the same, and I can't wait to do a tips and tricks video on the camera because I know there's so many small hidden things in here that are actually very useful to the average person. But as you guys can see, we have photo, we have single take, we also have video in here, and I believe we can shoot at 1080p 60 frames per second. Let's go ahead and check. So we can shoot at 1080p 60 FPS, and we can shoot at 4K 30 FPS as well. So that's nice to see on here. Going to the more options, I just want to see if there's anything new or different from the A52 and A72. But we have AR Doodle, we have Pro, we have Panorama, we have Food, Night, Macro. I'm loving the macro on these cameras. They look so good. We have Portrait, we have Pro Video, we have Super, Slow-Mo, we have Slow Motion, we have Hyperlapse. But I want to take a couple photos, and I want to try out the selfie camera really quick as well. So let's go ahead and try that out. This hat is dope. Shout out to my brother Hector for getting this for me. I love you, bro. This is a sick hat. So as you guys see, the photo is very, very clear. All the colors on this are insanely vibrant. I want to go ahead and test out that macro mode on this device as well. So let's go ahead and check that out. Macro. You got the box right here. So as you guys can see, this macro mode is nothing to play around with. We get some insane detail on this. Obviously those colors are popping. Nice clarity on here. We're going to do some more tests on this later on. I also took a picture of my little Vibe Essential Light remote right here, and you can even see the specks of dust on this remote. So this camera is really nice. Obviously it captures some very good detail, and I'm glad they put a separate macro camera in here. I really like the way Samsung made all of this happen and put it at this price range, and loving everything that they're doing so far with these devices. Also, just a really quick comparison between the A52 5G, in case you didn't see my A52 unboxing and A72 unboxing. This is going to be the size difference. The A52 and A52 5G are actually going to be 6.5 inches, and the A72 is going to be 6.7, so it's not going to be too much bigger, but it does feel bigger in your hand, and for some reason it feels a bit wider. But this is the perfect size. I feel like 6.5 inches is going to be the perfect size for anybody. But I'm really liking this phone so far. Great stuff, Samsung. Kudos to you. Really good stuff. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this unboxing. If it did help you or give you any sort of value, definitely hit that like button, as well as subscribing if you're not part of the Tech Gang already. Also hit the notification bell if you guys want to be notified every time I do upload a new video. This has been Safon from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.